Welcome to the GTPFS series, live from New York on the Island Rally racetrack. We are not at Bathurst as we have canceled it from the season due to too many errors. Whitetail and Hearts 100 would lead us down to the green flag, a double Concept Cup driver pole. As we made our way through turn one, everybody A-OK so far. And coming down to the first corners, quite a few jumps here and quite a few turns, but the racing should be very close. Taking a look here, Whitetail would lead the first lap as they come down to the line. There you go. And we're going to be seeing some short pitting from a few drivers that'll be shown in a moment. 30 lap race around this track, just under 3 miles, all dirt. You can see the cars getting a bit of air off the corners there. BK Glover falling into second. Here is Jaji and Checker, the first two short pitters, coming in on the end of lap 1, going into lap 2. Here's ABP there, right behind Project What with Hearts 100. ABP looks like he's going to try and make a move on the inside of Project What. Oh, contact! They fly off the racetrack. Project What goes off into the bushes, into the forest. Don't know where he's at yet. There he is. He's back now. Oh, airborne back into the racetrack. Oh, hit by the 74. And around he goes. I think they're all going to be okay, though. There's ABP on board. This would bring out our first caution of the day. And you see ABP also sliding off into the forest and then coming back out of the forest. And then trying to navigate his way back to the racetrack in one piece. And how about the airtime on Project What, Chevy? Look at that. He announced that this was his last season and would be retiring at the beginning of 2015. And, well, he's definitely enjoying his last few races in the series. You saw the few drivers that were pitting this first time by in the pits. Whitetail led us to the green flag with BK Glover in second there. You see Sparky Tooth coming into the pits on the restart. Off into turn 1. Everybody so far so good. There's Samurai making a move on BK Glover. Here's Durr winning, and maybe you may have saw, but there's a little bit of contact with Niku driver HC, so everybody would get a hold of the car okay, but definitely a bit of sliding action there. Samurai in the pit lane at the end of lap 6, going into lap 7. Whitetail in the lead, looking for his second win, his first. Oh, contact for the lead with BK Glover. Wow. BK Glover just ran Whitetail over going into the corner, and there's the side view from Whitetail. He just got run over. Not sure what the stewards are going to think about that one, but he would then take the lead off into turn 1. Whitetail, with some words that we are not allowed to play over the air. But not pleased with BK at all. And you can see the gap start to spread. Perhaps the damage that Whitetail sustained was not just cosmetic, but may have damaged the actual vehicle. As you see the field all run by here. Mega Umbrian now trying to pounce on Whitetail. Whitetail trying to scamper away. And there's the 98 trying to make a move down the front straightaway. We haven't talked a whole lot about Mega Umbrian this year, but definitely been showing some pace today. Now he's going to get passed by the B-Man and Michelin, though, going off into turn 1. Perhaps I've jinxed the number 98. And then it was soon the 64 of B-Man to pass the number 9 as well and move up into second place and try to go for the lead on the number 79. BK Glover right there, still leading, but the gap would close slightly. There's your top 5. So here's Raven in the pit lane, making his short pit strategy. Everybody, we have like a driver a lap coming in the pit lane essentially. It was a few laps afterward, coming to the halfway point, that we see the B-Man take the lead and Whitetail begin to short pit. So short pitting for Whitetail, coming in in third place. Remember, he won the race in Montreal by short pitting. Maybe he's going to take it again. Durr winning in the pit lane, not having a good day at all. But he's making his short pit on lap 15. Here's Mega Umbrian. Oh, it looks like he's going to try and short pit, and oh! Ow! That's a caution. And that's a big hit. The Dogecoin car just ran right into the pit wall. And on board with the 54 of BRRT Angel. Definitely not as bad as an accident as Furinkazen's accident, because the speed was about 50. But definitely a scary accident there. Mega Umbrian out of the race, but will walk away under his own power, which is definitely different than what we saw with Furinkazen back at Indianapolis. So good to see that that little barrel there in the front of the pit lane doing its job, keeping the drivers as safe as they can. Two drivers, the first two drivers to stay out because of short pitting, Niku driver HC and Samurai. But when the green flag came back out, Samurai made a pit stop with the pace truck. The green flag would come out for Niku now. Durr winning, finally having his luck change a little bit. You see he's going to move up into second place after short pitting just before the caution. As they made their way off into turn 1, Niku gets a good lead. Durr winning a lap down. My apologies there. And oh boy, that is the B-Man. And BK Glover again getting into another car. So BK Glover has just run two drivers way off pace so far today. I don't think he's done yet. BK Glover's got a lot of frustration vented up inside of him after these past few races, and with the win at Armory Digital definitely kept him up, but now he's starting to sink again, and I guess he's getting really angry and doesn't want to. Three Concept Cup drivers lead the field, and you see there are now lights flashing. We have a caution. See here, oh no. Oh boy. Oh man, huge crash. You see the red flag there immediately displayed by the pits. Oh boy. The yellow and the red are now flying, and we have a big accident on the front straightaway on lap 21. That was the B-Man. Oh, Raffle Waffle getting air. Sparky Tooth clipping the fence and tearing that down. So that would bring out a long red flag. This is the B-Man. Now watch the B-Man. Watch the driver. And watch this wall. The barrel crunches up, and that bar, that metal railing, goes right behind the B-Man, takes out his seat. The B-Man was transported, as you see there, to the hospital in a stable condition, but complaining of pain in his back and left leg. Understandably so, the entire seat shifted and the car split in two. Or almost split in two, so definitely not a good situation there, but it looks like the two accidents into the pit wall were a lot better than Furinkazen's at a much lower speed, and there you see Jaragini getting into it at the very end there. And under caution, the B-Man runs in the back of the 7 car, the 24 runs in the back of the 79, the 7 runs in the back of the 9. So more contact there. Once again, Durr winning in the pit lane. I believe this is his second or third pit stop by now. Definitely not a good day for him. Coming to 7 laps to go. Pace truck was in. The green flag was out. Raven, Harsk, Niku, and Whitetail, all 4. There are 5 Concept Cup drivers. 4 of them are leading your field. Off into turn 1. You see, Niku trying to block Whitetail off into turn 1, but Whitetail is going to prevail on the inside. And now here comes Harsk trying to get by Raven as they go over the jumps through turn 1. And it would not take Harsk very long. Makes the move on Raven and down into the final corners of the racetrack. Still the 4 Concept Cup drivers in the lead. And then coming to the finish line, coming to 6 laps to go, it was Harsk in the lead. So Harsk trying to go for his second victory. His first one coming at Road America with that photo finish. Now you see the rest of the field go by. Several cars with damage from our accidents here. Harsk 100 coming to take 2 laps to go has put a whopping gap on the field, and it looks like Harsk is going to end up with another victory. Second at the moment is Raven, then BK Glover, who's literally bullied his way to the front of the field, Brad Keselowski style. Harsk, believe it or not, I couldn't. The Portuguese driver is going to take his second checkered flag, and he only joined halfway through the season with the rest of the Concept Cup drivers. Harsk is going to win it at New York. Second place is another Concept Cup driver, Raven, his luck finally turning around. Announced that he was going to Chevy next season. Then it's Dustone, then Niku, then GT Racer, another great finish there for BRRT Angel, and you saw Whitetail in the pit lane. So there is the finish for Harsk, and a great way to finish off a short streak of bad luck. Raven, of course, second, then Dustone third. You already know that. BRRT Angel just outside the top 5, but definitely proving she has what it takes. Tired Iron, the Concept Cup driver that was never there, comes 17th. NASCAR Fan 24th. 25th, Goofy Tyler. Cod Demon 26th. Jaggy 28th. Earth 30th. BK Glover. Something happening with the BK Glover car not being scored in the position he was in. Maybe I read that wrong. I'll take a look back at that. So perhaps an error on my part. But there's Harsk doing some slides because it's too grippy to do donuts. So he's going to go ahead and slide around. Here you can see that the next round obviously is Talladega. And you see now that we have 2 drivers in the chase, Nitters and Raleigh Morton. The next event, Talladega. We'll see you there to decide our chase grid.